Hello everyone, welcome back to Black Moon Coven. Thank you for joining me here today. So, we are going to be making a Baba Yaga themed oil. So this video will be mostly catered to her devotees and people that want to worship and honor Baba Yaga. So if you do want to make this oil or change it up in any way, feel free to. This is a great way to make it for your deity, your god, your goddess. And what I will be doing with this oil is anointing candles for her when I do my devotational acts. So what you are going to be needing is some myrrh incense cones. We're going to be crushing them up just like I did in my banishment oil video. However, they're optional. If you don't want to add in any incense or anything like that, you don't have to. We're going to be adding some sandalwood and patchouli essential oils. Again, optional. You don't have to add any of this extra chemically smelly stuff to your oil if you don't want to. We're going to add olive oil as a base. Of course, you're going to see a lot of olive oil on this channel because I use it for all of my witchy oils. Next, the herbal components that I have reminded me of the woods, and that's kind of where I picture Baba Yaga's at, and I think she would really appreciate stuff that are here and are local in our woods to be offered to her. So I have blackberry leaves, elderberries, I have wormwood, I have mint, and I have my cemetery leaves also. And I have some snake skin. So not exactly an herbal component, but her animal that she associates with, one of them is the snake. So we're going to be using that. So first things first is you're going to crush up your incense cone. And I've already done that because that part you guys don't want to watch. It's horrific. You're going to have to bash this in a couple of times just to get into that powdery consistency. So you want it a nice powdery form. So the bottle that I'm going to be filling is just this size. Very, very small. Reason being is that this is kind of like a gift to her. So I want to change the recipe up every couple of months, maybe every month, whatever. That's why I'm going to make small little quantities of this oil. So definitely a lot of work for just a little tiny bit of oil. But I feel like she'd appreciate it. So here we go. We're going to add in our olive oil first, about 3/4 of the way up. So a little bit over halfway. And again, because it's such a small bottle, you're going to want to be very careful and pour very, very slowly. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be our actual oil. So we have our ground incense. And we're going to mix up the herbal ingredients first. Again, this is a very, very, very small little bottle of oil. So we're going to want to add small little quantities of everything. So blackberry, we're just going to add in just a pinch. Like very, very, very small, maybe like a 1/4 teaspoon, just a pinch of everything. Wormwood, add in a couple leaves. Not too much, but not too little because wormwood is definitely one of her favorites. Elderberry, because she is that wise old crone, so you have to add a couple in there. We're going to add mint. You could use sage. I just thought mint would be more Slavic appropriate. So we use a mint in a lot of our spells instead of sage. Mint has almost the same properties, so it's actually really great to use. And then we have to add some cemetery leaves. Not too much again because, I mean, we only have a small little bottle, so you don't want to add too much, but you don't want to add too little. So there we go. I'm going to add some pure cemetery leaf to that. Okay. So we're just going to kind of stir them around with our hands. And you could tell that this is a very, very small quantity of everything. So first things first, after you have filled your little bottle, you're going to put in some of this powdered stuff in there. Now, this is the part that gets really, really messy because it's such a small bottle, but you want to take a spoon that's small enough and you kind of want to measure out how much you want in there, because there's no way you're going to put the whole incense cone in there. No way, you're not going to want to. So I'm just going to do maybe 4 pinches of it. That seems like a good amount. So I barely used the whole incense cone, so maybe you want to break it in half, whatever you want to do with that. Next comes the herbal ingredients. So this part is also my favorite. You just kind of smush everything into the bottle. And with such a small quantity, you really want to measure out little tiny pinches. But the reason, again, that I'm making a small little batch is that, you know, I might want to change the recipe up in like a month or so. And this is more of a gift, you know? It's more of a gift to your deity. You're going that extra step to put in the time, to make an oil, to dress the candle and stuff like that. So it's just a little extra step. So we have a little oil going here. Last part is you're going to want to add your essential oils. So these things come with this annoying cap on it, and it's only going to let you have a couple of drops of the essential oil. You're gonna want to take this off. Be very careful doing so you don't spill oil everywhere, but you're gonna want to take it off. So you're gonna add in how much you want. I usually add in like a spoonful. Not too much, but not too little. You still want to smell it. Close that right up so it doesn't spill. Now the snake skin will be the last part. So you just kind of want to stretch it out a bit and rip a generous piece off of the snake skin and stuff that in there. So cork goes on, and you're just going to shake really, really gently. Make sure that everything is in there and it's all mixing in together. So I didn't forget anything. Awesome. And there we go. We have a Baba Yaga oil ready, made, and ready for our devotional acts. Now usually I do my devotional act on Friday when the sun is going down, and that is like her, you know, special day that she likes. So that's when I do my devotional act. That's when I'll grab my Baba Yaga oil, I'll anoint the candle, and I'll do my chant to her. So thank you all for joining me here today and sharing in this little recipe. More oil recipes to come. I think they're really beneficial in the craft, and I also think that making your own is very cost effective. It's creative. You could do whatever you want with your oil, so that's really cool. So join the channel, join the coven, and subscribe, and follow me on all of my social media down below. And yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.